Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 98.
Scott, Old School.
Chester, and I'm New School, and today we'll be talking about our Green Bay Packers.
Everybody, if you watch the show, you know we're Packers fans. So this might be one-sided. I might be a little tougher on them than I should be, but your thoughts on the Green Bay Packers? They started last year losing to the Eagles. They ended last year losing to the Eagles. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think that they only got better. I don't think that they got worse.
Okay.
I would say that the only big person they lost was Jair Alexander, who barely even played last season. It does suck. Just wish he could stay healthy, man. Because when he's on the field, I think I personally think he's the best cornerback in football. Some may argue, but that means when he's on the field, and he hadn't been able to stay
top 5 easily.
Yeah, 100%.
But he just has not been able to stay healthy, and they had to jettison him.
Yeah, and then let's talk about Jordan Love. I mean, 3,400 yards about, 25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and he was injured for 5 or 4 games.
And even in a bunch of games he played, he wasn't
fully healthy. Healthy. I would say it's not a terrible season for being unhealthy. It's definitely a step down from his last season. I think that last season he caught fire and just couldn't stop, and he didn't get injured. He didn't have any of these weird injuries.
I also think that all last year the offense was never in sync.
Yeah.
There was an issue the entire year where they'd play half of a game.
Right.
They'd play the first quarter and the fourth quarter. Or they play the first half and not, and that's on Lefluer. And that's my biggest issue with Lefluer is he's got to figure this out. If they go into these situations where they just can't get he has to have something to get them out of that. It can't take a quarter and a half to figure out how. Yeah, and I think that's a big issue with Lefluer.
I do. I see where you're coming from. I think that at times he's a good coach, and at times he can be kind of almost like a detrimental coach. I don't think that he's ever really a terrible coach, but I think that he can do stuff that does not help the team in that situation. So they ended 11-6, third in the NFC North.
The North had incredible year, even though none of those teams got to the championship game, which wasn't a good sign.
Yeah. I think the worst thing about the Packers' record is that they were 1-5 in their division, which is not a good.
That's record. Unacceptable.
Right.
It's completely unacceptable.
Granted, you can, if you want to, you can discredit the Bears game, but they still lost the game.
But
it doesn't
also,
matter.
If they don't block that,
kick, they lose.
They
their
go 0-6.
Yeah, they do go 0-6 in the.
I mean. Can you stop with the fingers? I was at the Vikings game. Yeah. They were down 28-0.
Yeah.
In the first quarter.
Right. Yeah,
and it took a fumble on a punt to get them some point. And that's what we're talking about with Lefluer. He just couldn't
right.
Get it together. You have playmakers all over the field.
Yeah. I think so too. I feel like a big problem for Lefluer is also just dude, let Jordan Love throw the football. There's a lot
He is pretty conservative, isn't he?
He loves these 2-yard slants and hoping that broken tackle for 10 yards. It's why are we forcing him, Jordan Love, to throw these curl routes? I feel I just feel like sometimes he's a little too conservative with his play, and I feel like that's what he kind of went away from. We saw in that Cowboys game in the wild card last year, he just let Jordan Love throw the football. He let him play his game,
right?
And they won. They won the game. They destroyed the Cowboys, right? And he was throwing the ball very well, and it wasn't short passes where there were broken tackles. He was chucking them. Yeah. The ball, I feel like there's some of that where Lefluer decides that he doesn't want to, do something. One thing that I will say, I think that they upgraded is running back. Although how much I loved Aaron Jones, and I still love Aaron Jones.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs was amazing last year.
He's really good.
He was super good. He almost pulled them back into that Eagles game. And yeah, I feel like it's like, it's definitely an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier McKinney.
Really good.
Great.
That was a great pickup.
Yeah. Both of them,
and
very good pickups.
I really wish they would have brought somebody in on the defensive line.
Packers never do that though. Like I don't.
They brought in Reggie White. They won a Super Bowl because of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like. I mean, maybe you could say he's a little lucky because what was it, 2019 or 2020 when they had Zadarius Smith and he played pretty well. He had like that 10 or 11 sack season, which is very good. Yeah. We haven't. I don't think since that the Packers have had a player with over 10 sacks in a season.
I think so.
Maybe not even 8.
I mean,
you drafted Lucas Van Ness 13th overall out of Iowa, and
there's a mistake.
Yet you've really proved anything. That's a problem. I feel like
can we swap that with Cooper DeJean? Can we just make that Iowa switch right there?
It doesn't really work.
It'd be great if it did. I mean, this goes back to my issue with the organization of the Packers. For a long time now, they will always tell you that they're building for the future.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing about building for the future is you're never building for the present.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodgers wasn't wrong complaining about not getting enough weapons.
Yeah.
Granted,
he also took so much money. And
he also didn't need to throw to Devontae Adams in triple coverage every time. Also. So it goes both ways. But just go. Why can't they just go for it?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't get it. If there's a play, Sweat.
Yeah, but
why don't you just go for it?
Right, I know, but it's
because that fixes your line.
Yeah, I know it does, and I think the one thing that the Packers hate to do is they see that player who is above the age of 30 and get like scared and are like, we can't sign it, and we love our experimental players, which sometimes they work out. Like I think that or what I hope they do is that they actually let Edgerrin Cooper play this season.
Oh yeah,
because he was amazing when he played.
Yeah. As
linebacker, and he can go to that edge.
I don't think they can keep him off the field.
They've got to let him play after what he did. Yeah. But I think I feel like D-line is a big complaint, but I think the biggest what if is going to be the cornerbacks. Because they got rid of Jair, but again, I don't think that's a good way to determine how the cornerbacks were in 2024 because he barely played. Xavier McKinney played great. Evan Williams, who was like a 4th-round pick, played amazing, who was the other safety. But then you have... They signed Nate Hobbs from Oakland. But other than that, you have Carrington Valentine, who's not terrible, but it's also like, and no offense, he's a 6th-round pick. It's like it's an experimental player. I just feel like there's a lot of these things
and this is the problem. You can't go into a season with a so-so defensive line and a so-so defensive backfield.
Yeah.
Like, one of them has to be really good or else everybody suffers.
Still waiting for that Rashawn Gary breakout year.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Listen, they were 7th on offense, 9th on defense.
Yeah.
Like, most teams most fans would love that.
Right, yeah.
Like,
no, they played well.
And they were just like Eagles were just a better team.
100%. I mean, they were the best team in the NFL. Let's be honest.
I mean, much better team. But again, don't lose that Bears game. You don't have to play the Eagles.
No, you do. They still would have.
Well, a couple of
so many what ifs.
There's a lot of what ifs. Let's not what if. Okay, fine. But again, going into playoffs after a loss to the Bears, that's not a great way to do that,
Right, yeah.
Like that the Bears were terrible. Like,
yeah, that is true.
You can't lose to that team.
Yeah.
Like it's those things. Like you should be beating the Bears. They should have beat that Bears team.
Yeah, but
40-6.
They also took out a bunch of their starters, and Jordan Love got injured, and
whatever. Anyway, that was last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. So with the division, tough division again. The Bears got better. Vikings got worse, I think.
I don't know what to say about the Vikings because it's really how is JJ McCarthy going to play?
Talk about that. When we talk about the Vikings. But they're still good.
Yeah.
Lions are good. It'll be interesting to see what that team's like without the coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
That should be interesting. Yeah. Listen, I gotta be honest with you. With this division, Packers could be first. Packers could be fourth.
I agree.
Like I gotta see this thing. I gotta see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't want to rule anyone out of the equation.
Can the Packers fix this offensive issues they had last year, where they just go into the shell for 2 quarters?
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because as you said, defensively, if we're gonna have trouble stopping teams, this offense is gonna have to click.
Yeah.
And I think they will. They brought in Golden.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
Christian Watson can't stay healthy.
I mean, he's been. Good thing is he's been practicing. He was at training camp, but dude, it just feels like it's like he's. If he was healthy, he would be so good. If he just stayed healthy.
And at some point, you have to. What are you going to keep 10 wide receivers? You can't.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they don't. Yeah.
They got a lot of wide receivers on the team.
But most of them are on pretty low contracts.
Yes,
so
true.
At that point, it's not exactly a big, huge matter.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
The NFC North is going to be interesting. In terms of,
I would agree.
And I don't even think we might not know even halfway through the year who's hopefully it's as good as it was last year, and hopefully they get farther in the playoffs. Anything else on the Packers?
No.
Go Pack, go. I
guess.
I guess so. I think that's it.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, listen, definitely confident. Definitely excited about the year, but like we've said about other teams, it's time for Lefluer to get to a Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not sure it's this year, but they have to
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of within your playoff matchups and just how your offense and defense performs. Yeah. Because if the offense clicks, last year they have 13 wins.
True.
And but it's a very big what if, but it's still when you have one of the biggest drop rates by receivers in the league, it's not a good thing.
No.
So I feel like that's All right, I think that's it for the Packers.
All right, well, Packers fans, I think we're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Hoping for the best.
I mean, there's no huge event where it's a terrible season, right? I feel like that's
unless
something really bad happens.
Unless Love gets knocked out.
Yeah.
In the 3rd week.
Yeah.
And is done for the season.
Yeah.
Unless we have one of those years of tons of injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody doesn't think that this team can't go to the playoffs and can go deep.
I think
they
so
they have to be playing their best ball at that time. They can't back into the playoffs, losing to the Bears in the week 17. It's a morale killer.
Yeah.
No, they'll tell you it has nothing to do with that. Sits in you. Losing to your rival that,
especially after there being a long winning streak against them.
Yeah.
So
that stuff does.
Yeah.
It does affect you.
All right, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Leave a comment.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't come at us, and that's about it.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.